devious, manipulative art of digital begging, one way or another. Okay, if we talk about prostitution, prostitution has been around forever, since the beginning of time. We're not going in on prostitution per se, but this is a form of prostitution, a form of begging, a form of manipulation. And like I was just telling my dear friend, rightly so, about how I'm so sick of the world the way it is, not to all of a sudden become this beacon of morality. I've seen and done things myself, but there comes a point of a saturation period where I'm just so happy to be away from America and the cities, and there's things going on here in the cities also, understood. But the fever pitch of how everything has increased, the tension, the hustles, yeah, money's tight. The economies are bad, things are stressed, people don't have as much money as they need, and I guess that pushes people into certain decisions. I understand that. But what a society accepts now, it's so acceptable now. You know, everywhere is a red light district. Before, we used to have red light districts where, you know, if you want to go onto that side of town and see the prostitutes half naked walking up and down the street. I mean, us as young adolescents, you know, we'd hang out with some of the older guys who would drive around those areas. We wanted to see, oh man, look at how short her skirt is. Oh my God, look at her boobies. Oh my God. And and you giggle. You see them in the car doing something in the man's lap. You look at her head going up and down. Oh my God, whatever. But that was the red light district. Now you can walk through a supermarket, I lie to you not, and a young lady will see you, eye you up and down and smile, ask you for your number, and then later on, proposition you or try to hustle you. Now, I don't give my number out like that, but I know a lot of people who have told me these things. And this is what happens. And I can see the beginnings of it. When I'm walking down the street minding my business, say, look at how she's looking at me. I'm supposed to do what? Open up now and try to hit on her? And this is what you'll get when you try to even do that. The whole society, the whole city, everywhere we live now is a red light district. Everywhere. You can't hide from it. It's just everywhere. And there are ways that women monetize their femininity so they can get money out of you. There are different ways of doing it, right? And see, we have Cash App now, we have PayPal, we have Zelle. In West Africa, we have Momo, which is mobile money. And yes, there are certain parts of West Africa that are extremely stressed. They only show those parts so to make it look bad. But in those areas, look, you have smartphones. And the smartphone has taught a lot of young ladies, you can monetize your backside and get money. And this is what's happening. And I see it especially in the poor areas. They have no shame. They will just ask you. And if you won't give them money, they'll offer something for it. Indirectly, they don't say. No, they don't want to be looked at as a prostitute. I am not a prostitute. I was hit on by a young woman after she walked out of church on a Sunday. I'm walking down the street minding my business. She walked out. She's smiling. I smile back innocently. She's walking in my direction. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, are you visiting? Are you visiting? And I live here for good. But I didn't want to say that. I wanted to see where she's going. You just see me and you ask me if I'm visiting? I said, yeah, I'll be leaving in next week. Oh, I want to give you my number so maybe I can come visit you. I said, visit me for what? Well, you know, you're a man. You're a man. Wait a second. You just got out of church. You gave money. I'm just making this up in my head. You gave money to the offering plate, to the pastor, to the church, and now you're going to come out here and try to hustle me? What is this, hookers for Jesus? I'm sorry to bring his name in there for those who might be sensitive, but this is what it is. Who are you? What are you about? Your gears are crossing. Are you a hooker or are you a decent woman? The red light district is everywhere. But here's how they do it. Here's one, the sympathy emergency. They create a sudden crisis, a sick child, rent is due, no food, medicine needed. Not for help, but for financial extraction. The emotional plea is bait. They'll always cut. I mean, I've had people, they come up with stuff. They'll come up with stuff, they'll ask you for money, or they'll ask another friend for money, and later on you look on their TikTok page and they had their hair done. Ain't that something? So it wasn't about no food or the sick child or they needed medicine. They come with that all the time. And the priorities are just screwed up. You're in poverty and all you could think about is getting your nails done or getting your hair done. And food may be lean for you, yeah. But that's the first thing? Or you want to doll yourself up so you can be more hookered out to be more attractive to the next man. Unbelievable. Here's another one. The soft seduction starter pack. They flirt, drop voice notes, send selfies, call you babe, dear, my king. Long enough to open your wallet, but not long enough to meet you. See, a lot of these girls, they don't want to meet you. They just want you to be that pipeline for money. They don't want to meet you at all. And a lot of guys out here are going for it, they're falling for it, especially when they don't have much experience with those types of women. It's just something that is never ending, and these guys will never learn. They'll be dishing out money. I'm not saying they have to have sex with them, no, but these women are advertising the potential for that or just the intimacy, and these guys fall for it every time. Next, the digital panhandling technique. No intimacy, no connection, just can you send something small? They treat your number like an ATM and your kindness like a subscription. I've seen that one too. I've had people ask me that, can you send something small? That's all it is. And since my number is out on social media, I get bombarded by strangers that say that. And I know who to pick up for and who not to pick up for, but every now and then they get me. Oh, hi, I listen to your show all the time. I need help. Can you send something small? Who are you? I'm not an ATM. This is crazy. The next one, the pay to play illusion. No sex, no date, no effort. Only suggestions that something might happen if the man keeps paying. The promise is the product, and they'll string you along. And they get over too. You get these dirty old men who just swear up and down. They get a little attention and they pay out the money. It's sickening. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's sickening. I'm tired of what I see in the world. I've seen it all. And I'm just in a detox from the scams and the stupidness of the world. Like after I do this video, after we speak, I'm going to go up on one of my balconies in the sun and just lay out there for the rest of the afternoon. Just like that. No way. I don't even want to go outside and see this stuff half the time. And out here is a little different where I live, but when I go down into the city, I can already see the spirits of what it's all about. I don't want to, I can't anymore. And I never thought that it would be that way for me, because when I was younger growing up in New York City, I always wanted to go out and see what was going on. And I think I'm not going to say I overdid it, but I hit a saturation point. That's what it really is, right? Next, the fake loyalty performance. They build false closeness just to say, you're the only one I trust to ask. It's emotional theft packaged as intimacy. Yeah, they got 10 other guys that they feel close to, or they make the guys feel close to them. Even that, I mean, so many women are doing this right now. It's like, it could never be the way it was for me growing up back in the day, where you would see a nice young lady and want to date her or take her out somewhere. They never came with this stuff. And just even on a human level, I'm not out there looking for nothing. I'm off the market. But my God, wouldn't it be nice to just vibe with regular people? You get evaluated. People are looking at you up and down to see, oh, let me see if he's got jewelry on, or he's got some nice shoes on. Or, here, he must have money. And me being out here in West Africa, people automatically assume that when you're from America, you have all of this money. No. And really and truly right now, with the attitudes that I see, even if I did, I'm not giving nothing away. I'm not. Because people see you and just want to straight up take from you. That's strange. The attention for deposit exchange. They give men a little drop of attention in return for constant financial deposits. Text, emojis, a compliment, a voice note, then cash request. You got to be bad to fall for that one, but evidently it's working. I don't know what's going on in these guys' lives, but like I said, I don't know. I can't do it. And to what end? You know, a lot of these young ladies, when they get older, they're going to be lonely, used up, washed out, and they won't have the same appeal that the next set of women that are coming off the assembly line that are younger and shapelier and prettier, whatever it may be. But it's a wrap. It's a dead end to live that way. Next, the social media seduction strategy. DMs, seductive reels, curated femininity, perfect angles, of course, to make their bodies look perfect. You know, not to connect, but to collect. Likes are the lure. Cash is the goal. Of course, this is why they're posting. Social media is more the red light district than the red light district. It is. You know how many transactions, even for prostitution, could you imagine how many transactions happen just through the phone? You never see anybody walking the street corner. You never see anybody soliciting. A guy who is already solicited drives right past the cops and can never get locked up for that. A prostitute can never get locked up when they do it through the phone. And they meet and they do what they do. And it's even worse now because it's so much easier. It's easier to give into temptation. Because I remember a lot of the prostitutes that we would see, they were shamed. They would hide behind the heavy wigs, the heavy makeup, dark glasses. Nobody knew who they were. And in the neighborhood, there were some that we knew. We went to school with some of them, right? But they still felt shamed and tried to hide a little bit. That's what it was. Now, you don't have to. You don't have to walk the street, you know? Next, the never meet game. They always have a reason they can't see you, but they want your money. Hair appointment, family drama, their phone died, the taxi broke, their auntie is sick. Just keep sending money and waiting for me. That's how they string a lot of these old men along, especially the older guys, because they're on their way out. They got their little blue pills and they're ready. Watching their little movies, they get aroused, they're ready. But the woman never shows up after giving up the money. Maybe next time. Sorry, fool. Next, the investment in our future hustle. They call it support, not payment. If you care about me, you'll help me. The man thinks he's building a future when she's only building a balance. And that's something? Looking at the same thing two different ways. Again, I'm not saying all women are like this, but it's just too much. It really is. It really is. And they're brazen with it. To the point where I'm in the street, I'm in the market. Some woman comes up next to me, smiling. Oh, how are you? I tell her point blank, listen, I don't have any money. I'm broke. I don't have any money for you. So try the next guy. And then I might whip out a wad of money and pay for what I have to pay for. In other words, you're not getting it. And I'm a generous young man with the people in my inner circle. But handing out to strangers out there just for a hustle, or you're showing me cleavage and I'm supposed to hand you money? You must be stupid. I'm an old veteran. Next, the morality flip. If you refuse, suddenly you're the problem. You don't care. You're selfish. Real men provide. Isn't that something? You know, they weaponize the femininity and moral guilt to keep the cash flow going, without offering love, loyalty, intimacy, or connection. But it shouldn't be we have to pay for intimacy, right? But I understand that transaction. If two people want to do that, fine. But don't try to be slick with it. And it's a whole new level now. It's on a whole new level now. And most of these guys are getting ripped off left and right. We have the cell phone. We have the apps where you can pay money. And money is being transferred big time. And these Jezebels that are out there, forget it. They're getting you, they're ganking you. There's so much more on different aspects that I want to talk about. To this topic, I just want to throw out a little taste on what I see going on in the world. But it's not good in the end. And society is decaying. It's really going down. And a lot of good women are ruined from this mentality, because there's no way they're going to live like this for the rest of their lives as they get older. And when they get older and want to find a good man to settle down with, and also too, let's talk about the good men that are not there. It's not like, oh, all the men are good and you can just, no. They're caught up in this thing too. They end up seeing women a certain way too, you know? And it's just something that, it's just decay. Moral decay. And I'm not trying to get up here and sound like I'm holier than thou, but it's really, really bad. And I'm not saying I could see more than you, but I have been out there, y'all, and I've seen too much. And what I see today, it's going to get worse, and everything is going to be transactional. Is there anything called love anymore? It's just manipulation. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Give me some money. Or give me some friction and I'll give you some money, and that's it. And we're not coming together anymore, and we don't have community anymore. We don't have family anymore. Everything is so dysfunctional, and it's really scary. See, we know better. We know, even if we may have some dysfunctional things going on around us, we know, I'm not going to say back in the day, but the standard has nothing to do with back in the day. It should be right now, but it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. And we don't see it. We're going through our own things and we don't see it overall. Our young girls, I'm not just blaming them, but the girls now, this is what they're taught. This is what they see. What kind of future are we going to have with a generation and subsequent generations thinking like this? It's really sad. Anyway, just wanted to share that thought. LANCESCURV out. On to the next one. Much love to you all. LANCESCURVX.com. Put your email in there and never miss a post. So anyway, I will talk to you later on. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.